When you want a car, you want a good car, you want a reliable car. Well, there's an agency called Consumer Reports. It's a publication that claims to be unbiased and sometimes is, that reviews things like reliability. They do so by buying vehicles themselves, testing vehicles themselves, and of course, doing massive testing and surveys of existing owners to determine what's real, fact or fiction. Turns out Tesla's doing awfully well with Consumer Reports, unless you read Consumer Reports where they're doing awfully poorly. Let's get to the meat of it. I've got my buddy Herbert here from Brighter. He's going to help us make some sense out of this mad mess of nonsense. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. So Herbert, I don't know if you saw, but this is great. Tesla gains in 2026 Consumer Reports auto brand rankings, made strides, jumping up to number 10 from 18 on last year's list of more than 30 brands. Overall, Subaru topped the 26 brand list, followed by BMW, Porsche, Honda, and Toyota. Honda and Toyota, not as surprising to me. BMW and Porsche, a little bit more surprising. Those don't necessarily have a great reputation as for reliability, and perhaps I'm biased by the fact that when they do break, they cost a little bit to fix. So what I'm looking at here is, I don't know if you saw this, notable strides in Consumer Reports' influential auto brand ranking, cracking top 10 overall for the US. They definitely have their struggles, but by continuing to refine and not make huge changes, they're able to make more reliable vehicles, and they've moved up. Based on Consumer Reports testing, the surveys do not reflect broader consumer sentiment about the models or automakers ranked by Consumer Reports outside of customer satisfaction. Tesla's faced a consumer backlash against the CEO. Great that we brought that up. They said Tesla's gain occurred as its vehicles have become more reliable over time. Significant design changes to many of its vehicles, like traditional automakers tend to do. Tesla instead relies on remote, over-the-air updates to revise many features. Its powertrain reliability remains a standout among EVs. The only Tesla model to have a below-average score is Cybertruck, which is brand new and has a whole bunch of new stuff like 48-volt steer-by-wire rear steer, etc. Definitely improving by keeping with things and refining. That's exciting. Are you surprised? What do you make of it?
There's so many things here, just scratching my head and surprised. First of all, glad to see a little positive article because I don't know if last time we've ever seen something like that before, but it's funny how they focused on Tesla. What is reliability? I mean, it's crazy for me that they were still, we went up 5. And because they have all these issues. What issues? What issues are you talking about? Now, they do refer to software updates. And so how many other cars actually have software updates? How many cars have software? And what are the problems that we're talking about? They're not reliable. There's no reliability issue. These are because when you have more features, like, I can make my car play the Santa song. Santa song not playing. Software update fix that.
Failure.
There's just, when the car has incredibly like hundreds of features that other cars do not have, and then there's software update issues. Those are not what I call reliability issues. I've not had to bring my car into service. I brought it in several times because my full self-driving feature, which the car drives itself, the front camera gets fogged up. And so Tesla allows me using an app, create a service, go get that fixed. They come and clean it. It takes them less than 10 minutes. Literally, I go in there, they take care of it right away. I leave in the same hour, done. Well, does any other car have a camera on their windshield? Do they have this issue? Does the car tell you that you can come and get it fixed? Is it for free? Is that a reliability issue? I guess so. But it's like, dude, this car drives itself. These are cameras. These are, all these software that it can do.
I do want to answer that real quick because I do have an answer for you. Subaru was the first car I noticed that had the forward-facing cameras. And those do not require you to take them in for service because they don't notice that they're obscured. They just
Yeah, there
stop
you go.
working, which is
Exactly.
worse, vastly worse, because you have something and you don't know that it's not working right
I mean,
because it
there's
doesn't tell
handfuls
you.
of cars that have software, have cars that can actually do over the air update, very small numbers. But when you're comparing it to all this group of folks, they do not do this. Or if they do need a software update, you have to bring it into service to fix it. So reliability, I always wonder, what did you compare it to? Like
Mhm.
what? Are we talking EVs against EVs?
All
Or
cars
was this
against
all
EVs,
cars?
all cars
So
against all
just
cars.
right there is a fact. How is it that an electric vehicle has more reliable issues than gas cars that has
Mhm.
1,000 more parts? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Every single
yes.
one of my Toyotas, every single one of my BMWs, my Volvo, all of these I brought in for major transmission, and every part you can think of is broken down that my Tesla does not even have. They don't even have that part.
On this
Yeah.
part, we're still talking about new car issues. And I will agree with you that here's a failure my car had the other day, Herbert. When I tried to use Grok, for some reason, it wouldn't connect to the server
Yes,
and
that
do
happened to
voice
me.
recognition.
Yes.
But you know what? My Nissan never had that problem. What? What? How would
Do you have an AI inside your car that you could talk
my
to?
Nissan? No. And
No.
that's the thing is my go-kart never had the air conditioning go out. Did your go-kart? No, no.
Right.
And I would never call Grok's inability to connect to the server
Yeah.
once a failure of the vehicle or a failure of anything. I would just say, computers, man, happen sometimes. Web services in beta. What are you going to do? But I know someone might complain. If you were pressed and said, no, list anything at all, I'd be, well, okay, that. So, aha. So that's
Anyway, look, kudos to these guys to actually having a paragraph talking about that there's a software update that these Tesla does. So as opposed to a recall, and then the general public will go, "Oh my God, they have so many recalls." That means they have to bring in the car back in and fix some sort of part. No, these are a software update that happen overnight. Like my iPhone is recalled every single week.
yeah, just
Like
about.
there's
My Windows operating system was recalled this morning. Last night while I slept, it
and
was
there's
recalled.
but Windows is a little different because that one you really do have to like
You really
physically.
do.
These other things though, it's automatically updated. You don't even realize it has happened, and there's
Mhm.
always software updates that fixes bugs that has happened.
I love the updates on my Google Pixel Pro. It is wonderful. It says, "Hey, do you want to update now or tonight after 2 a.m.?" I'm like, "Do it tonight after 2 a.m." You get up in the morning, it's like, "Nah, bro, I wasn't feeling it." Like, well, then what do you want to maybe tonight? Should we do it tonight? It's like, what are you doing?
You have to
Come
plug it
on, man.
in. Yes, a lot of things. Yes.
I don't know why you changed your mind. Why did we have this conversation yesterday? So that's all valid. But, Consumer Reports says
Yeah.
best car out there, but you wouldn't believe what Consumer Reports says. Well, now
Mm,
this is on terrible reliability. Tesla's the worst. Now, this
mm,
is on cars older than 2021. This is 2016 to 2021. And in this one, it actually lists the issues. It breaks down, I think it's in this article. Maybe it wasn't. But it lists all the factors considered, and it is real issues. It is drivetrain, it is cooling, it is all that. This is different than their predicted reliability for new cars, and it freely admits that these results sometimes differ from its prediction. This is based on reports members made within the last 12 months of problems with vehicles between these years. These cars
no,
are the cars that people are likely to be shopping for right now because new cars are too expensive.
these are reports from people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these are reports from people. So how many people? How accurate was this? How I mean, it's like surveys. I did a bunch of surveys. This is not true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've bought every single car you can think of, and the Teslas are the most reliable, the most easy to handle. There's no, how can you have any issues and it doesn't have the parts? I just right there. Okay.
It's ridiculous at times seeing how they will contort themselves to find that something is bad when it isn't. JD Powers is the most notorious for this. They don't like Tesla because Tesla won't give them all of their data so that they can participate, and they won't pay for the awards. By the way, if you see someone who has won a JD Power award, you pay for that.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like paying for your star on the Walk of Fame. You
Yeah.
have to pay.
Because you then are able to say in your commercial,
Yeah.
I've won 3 JD Power awards.
And we know that those
Well, we
awards are
paid you.
meaningless. Yeah.
No, I don't look at any of this.
I won't say who it was, but someone in my family had a VIP award, a plaque on the wall that was like one of the top people of the year. And I looked at it and I was like, So I looked it up. It's a paid award. They go out and email people and say, yeah, you
Yeah.
are in the running.
Yeah.
Pay us for consideration. You'll get a plaque.
Yeah.
So that's not as impressive. I would definitely not put that up on my wall. So that's fun. Yeah. So are you concerned with reliability?
First of all, never. No. The whole reason I bought a Tesla and electric vehicles in general is because of, somebody goes, aren't you concerned about range anxiety? Because I at least with gas stations, they're everywhere and I feel comfortable. Okay, I get you. Not really, but because I've never had an issue ever, and I've owned the car for 5 years. But okay, maybe I can see the anxiety there. But I come back and I say, well, aren't you concerned about gas price anxiety? Aren't you concerned about service anxiety? So so service is the biggest concern I have. That's one of the number one reasons I switched to electric vehicles, is that I don't want to have to deal with the 1,000 parts that break down. And in gas cars, no matter what you say, even my Toyota had it, even my BMW, of course, they're notorious for this. They all have issues. The reliability of these, because these parts are not designed, and they are actually purposely designed to break down, because the manufacturers are not motivated to have them perfect, because they make more money on their service of the parts than they do on the actual car sale at the beginning. Anyways, I mean, I have tremendous service anxiety, because what happens when your car breaks down? You bring it to a garage and you go, okay, I'm gonna take it to 3 garages. Okay, I'm not gonna make a decision. I've got in my head 3 garages. First of all, it's a lot of time and effort, and then whatever the mechanic says, you say yes, sir.
Yes.
You have no idea. Is that high? Is that low? They say this diagnosis? So you try to take it to another place to see if you can, are they screwing me, scamming me or not? Tesla, I take it to Tesla service. Tesla is not motivated to make money out of it. That's not their business model. And so I've never had an issue with taking a car. If to take Tesla for these minor things that they do, that's not the same thing.
My buddy went into the service center and said, the darn clip on my mirror broke. When can you it's under warranty, or no, it was out of warranty. And he goes, when can I get it in? And they're like, we can't get you in until like next Tuesday. Do you want to just buy the part? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. How much is it? He's like, let me check. $1.86.
They're not trying to screw you, because that's not their business model. And that makes me feel just a little bit more confident, as opposed to when you go to any car, service center, that they're there. They're going to try to get you because that's their money. If you ask yourself who in your state, in almost every state in the US, who is the richest people on that state?
Car dealers.
Almost going to be car dealers. Why? Yep. It's not the new car sales that they make, by the way.
No, it's the rust proofing. It's the service. It's all the other little scammy nonsense. I bought a Nissan Quest that had, I want to say, 45,000 miles on it. It was a rental car. I bought it for 15,000, still had drivetrain warranty, and my engine felt just wrong. I took it in and they said, you have 2 broken motor mounts. How? And and I said, great, that's drivetrain, isn't it? They're like, no, it isn't. It's not covered. And the repair will be, I don't remember, $3,000 or $4,000. And I said, that is not the correct amount of money to replace 2 motor mounts. It's a van, it's harder. And I said, I'll just take it and I'll go somewhere else. He goes, okay, well, if you go somewhere else and you get a better deal, call us back. I said, nope, nope, no. If you have a better deal, give me the better deal right now. And then I'll go somewhere else. He goes, it's not how we do it. I'm like, I know. And by the way, it was, I think, 1,700 somewhere else or 1,500. It was
Whatever they say, you say yes, because you really don't know. And they're just.
Well, I just took it to a different mechanic. I took it to a non-Nissan mechanic. The dealership, they also said, by the way, your firmware was out of date. Updating it is $100. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. I go, nope. He goes, oh. I go, what do you mean? Oh, he goes, well, we already did it. I'm like, that sucks. He goes, it's a courtesy. I'm like, it's not a courtesy. It's a goof. Yeah. You're charging me to update the firmware on a car that still has powertrain warranty? What are you talking about? That should have been done over the air while I was asleep.
I don't have to deal with that. And that is the peace of mind that I have going with Tesla.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can tell me all you want about reliability issues. No. It's just compared to other cars. You have PTSD. You have forgotten what it's like to own a gas car.
Yeah. A car that only has, 48,000 mile warranty on the drivetrain versus 125,000 on the battery and motors. Come on. Guys, in the comments, what do we miss? What do we misunderstand? Head over to Brighter, find out what Herbert's up to, and everybody else stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the flippity flop.